What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Knights of Christ Training Academy. A little more mellow today. Had a good night's sleep, feel refreshed. Hope you guys had the same. May the Lord bless you and keep you in all your days. And I pray that He has a good day lined up for you today. I'm gonna go over some truth for you guys real quick. You know, and maybe to calm the waters, I want you guys to do this first. Don't pay attention to the stock market. Trust me, it goes up, it goes down. They want you primarily focused on the stock market. And it's for a reason, okay? It's like the country's health barometer or something. They want you to believe if it's always in the green, then the country's on track. If it goes into the red, we're a little bit off track. It's not true. It's not true whatsoever. The stock market and the economy used to be together. Now, what you see is an independent stock market from so the stock market is independent from the actual economy, all right? And it didn't used to be like that, but it's like that today. And that's how they want it. They want you focused on the stock market. The only people buying stocks are like the 2 to 5% of the rich people in this country. All right. Now we need rich people here, but how is your economy? Leave it in the comments, please. I want to hear what you guys are going through. I'll tell you what I'm going through. I want to hear it from you guys. Please. I want to get this message out to everybody, not to increase my following, but to get a good, healthy. Let's look at it like this. Let's get a barometer. Let's use this as a barometer to find out what the health is of everybody's financial situation out there. If we can just spread this around and get people to comment what they're going through, how much rent has gone up, how much food has gone up, how much all this stuff has gone up. If we could just get it in the comments, dude, I want to read it because I want to start hammering on this and give everybody the truth, not a lie. I'm sick and tired of people lying, dude. That's all they do is lie to us. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm going to go through something with you. And, you know, this was a little troubling for me to even listen to yesterday. And, you know, just bear with me. And I'm going to get into some crazy stuff afterwards, and you're just gonna have to bear with me. The heater's on and it's cold out here, so you know, I apologize. Let me try to bring you guys a little bit closer. Let me see if this works. Is that better? God. Now I'm cramping. Oh, God, I'm running so much, man. My freaking legs are smoked. So I want to get into something real quick. And you guys know that I treat life as the most important thing, and it's because Christ gave it to us. Plain and simple. Okay? And now I'm going to read this headline, and you'll just be shocked at what it says. All right? And it's unbelievable. Wait till you hear the story that I tell you about after this. It's absolutely insane. You can see the demonic possession in these people. It switches from being a reasonable person or somewhat reasonable to just absolute demon. Sinister Democrats rebrand abortions as averted deaths. Averted deaths. Democrats rebrand abortions as averted deaths. If you can't get any sicker, on Monday's Alex Marlow show, host Breitbart editor-in-chief Alex Marlow discussed recent rhetoric on abortion from Democrats in Colorado. Marlow stated, a Colorado Democrat said birth is more expensive than abortion, and they're calling abortions now averted births. So this is anti-human. If you're talking about basically the life of a human being as just an economic problem. Remember this, the left sees everything as a money issue. Fine. Kill yourself. Because you're too expensive. He added that many horror movies start with the premises that aren't as sinister as averting births, and this is the road to genocide. See, they want to kill you, but they don't want to kill themselves. How about if you just look at people as, and I'm going to get to what I was going to say in a minute. I really want to tell it to you because it's absolutely filthy disgusting. And I'll give you the guy's YouTube page where you can go find it. I actually like the guy. It's Officer Tatum. Wait till you see this video. Bro, I'm telling you, you see the switch. It's a switch that from this thing giving her opinion to absolute demonic filth. It's a switch. It just goes. See, you know how you and I and all the viewers watching this, you're normal, right? You're just going throughout your day, and if somebody wants to interview you, you say, yeah, man, no worries, and you have no problem giving your point of view, and you know, you're just having a discussion, and then you can go on with your day and go hang out, have a beer, hang out, whatever, do whatever you're doing. This person or these people, they're psychopaths. They're demonic, and what they'll do with you is they're cold-hearted. They have no heart. And I was doing a study on cold-heartedness yesterday, and you guys, these people are straight psychopaths, and they will try to convince you that what they did, they're sorry for, but they're not really sorry for it because why did they do it in the first place? They're calculated. You got to be careful of psychopaths and sociopaths. Marlow further pointed out that looking at abortions as a means to save money will disproportionately fall on the poor and also impact racial minorities, so the message would actually appeal to the people who want race-based eugenics. Hillary Clinton, anybody? So, the Officer Tatum show, that's his YouTube channel, the Officer Tatum or something like that. He had this show, I think it was yesterday, it was posted yesterday. This woman was interviewing another woman, both black women. Race doesn't matter. I mean, it just doesn't. It shouldn't matter. The left always makes it an issue. That's how they do things. They just divide and try to conquer everybody. It's ridiculous. But you and I don't buy that. You and I are smarter, and we get it. So she was interviewing this lady about, this thing about abortion. And I'll spare you all the details up to this point. She said, she asked this thing, and that's what she is. She's a thing. She asked if abortion is okay for up to 9 months, and this thing said, "Oh yeah, oh absolutely, yeah. If the woman doesn't want the child, yeah, just rip it out." And she actually went into detail about going in and ripping it out, right? And you guys, the reason I'm bringing this up is because our humanity is the left liberals, they try to erase what God created. Now, it's good versus evil. Somehow they think they're being righteous, but the devil has his own way of being righteous, and that's just it. It's a sickness that can't be cured with politics. It can't be cured with a human being. It has to be cleansed with Jesus Christ's blood. And they'll refuse to adopt him as their Lord and Savior, which I extremely recommend to do, is get on your knees and pray and ask for forgiveness, because they don't have any. And they have no mercy. They have no fruits of the Spirit whatsoever. And so they get into this argument about foster children. And this thing said that we should just get rid of all the foster children too, because they're too expensive and nobody wants them. So why even deal with them? Just kill them. That thing actually said this. I am not joking you. She actually said that. And so we're dealing with a sickness here that apparently is not going away. And this country still has not repented. That's why I keep pushing. Part of your preparedness is accepting Christ as your Lord and Savior. And you need to get with it. If you guys on the left are watching this, you're on the wrong side. God will judge you harshly. He will spit you out of your mouth and tell you he never knew you, and you'll plead with him. And if he doesn't know you, he doesn't know you. He knows you, but he never knew you. You see what I'm saying? All right. Let's get into something a little easier to deal with. I know that touches a lot of people's heartstrings, and you know what? It should. We need to talk about these kinds of things and start pointing out the evil. A lot of YouTubers and a lot of people will not tell you the real deal and how things are. I'm going to. I don't care, man. I'm not worried about my channel making money. I'm not worried about it. I'm starting an academy here, and that's where I'll make a little bit of cash, is getting men here and training them to a point where they're gonna take what they learned here and use it for the rest of their life. That's my goal here. I'm not here to, my channel is monetized, but I don't turn it on every video. I don't, not even any of them. All right. So like I was talking about yesterday, you know, the whole tariff thing, listen, it's not about tariffs. It's about trying to save this economic system and this monetary system, and they're trying to save the dollar as the world reserve currency. Because if we lose that, then we lose our way of living and it's all over. You will not be able to do what you used to do if we lose this. Taiwan offers zero tariffs and more investment in the United States, another country that's folding, okay? And they really have no choice because they've been hornswoggling us for the last who knows how long. Taiwanese President William Lai Ching-te, I hope I didn't butcher that too bad, on Sunday proposed zero tariffs, lower trade barriers, and more investment in the United States ahead of retaliating against President Donald Trump's tariffs increases. You see, it's only a matter of time until everybody is on an an even playing field, all right? We need to create a balanced system where everybody is making money and trading fairly. That's all this is about. And you see all these people freaking out and, you know, losing their minds. It's like World War III. They can't figure it out, dude. Let's get on to the next one real quick. I know you guys got to go. Okay. India wants equitable trade deal, not confrontation, after Trump tariffs. As an Indian government official reportedly told Bloomberg News on Sunday that his government is unlikely to immediately retaliate against President Donald Trump's tariff imposition. See, I told you, it's not about... It's about saving this system. Democrats and Republicans have both hammered this country. They're basically, what they were doing is they're taking the wealth and giving it to other nations around the world, just handing it to them for free. That's no longer going to happen, okay? As my buddy said yesterday, he said, at some point, the big dog can't just show his teeth, but the alpha dog has to eventually start biting. And that's what we're doing. But thank God there's some alphas in the room this time, not some beta, incontinent filth like Joe Biden and that filthy administration. They did absolutely nothing but destroy everything. Instead, New Delhi hopes to work out the deal to reduce tariffs and trade barriers on both sides. According to the media outlet, the unnamed bureaucrat, whatever, I'm sick of that crap. Okay, so Trump and Modi are working together. Modi is the leader of India, and they're working together, and they're going to figure it out. Like I said, it's not about anything. The left-wing media and the right-wing media, they'll just, it's this. Dude, okay, fine. All they're after is clicks. So stupid. All right. Here we go. Trump's reciprocal tariffs prompt Japan trade negotiations with the United States. See, another one. And this is a big economy. President Donald Trump's reciprocal tariffs have helped open trade negotiations between the United States and one of its key economic partners, Japan. Like I said, everybody out there pumping the negativity, pumping it, just pumping it. They're all wrong, dude. Every one of them. See, it's all based on fear. They get you scared shitless. You're shitting your pants. Excuse my language, but I'm just going to use it this time. It's not a curse word. Well, maybe it is a tiny bit, but it's not that bad of one. And I'm sorry for the kids watching. Sometimes you just got to say it. You know, I'm not saying kids, it's okay to say it. It's not. So parents, I'm not condoning it. But fear, they want you crapping your pants so you'll always be fearful. Just like the stock market, if you see it in the red, oh, they want you to feel like that. Don't give into it. It's just a number. It goes up and it goes down. Eventually, it will crash and you'll see a 1929 style type crash. Eventually, I don't know when it's going to be, but you'll see one, because you can't have everything go up and up and up and up and up. See, what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to just, and I agree, they're kicking the can down the road once again. They're kicking the can down the road, and the debt is still going high. And it's, if you look at the U.S. national debt clock, it's still going sky high. It hasn't changed. So whatever these guys are going to tell you, they're not being honest with you. They're just keeping you calm. But most people want to keep that fear in you, so you're always scared. You're always frightened of what could happen. Okay, let's go over this last one. This one's kind of serious. So Trump threatens 50% tariffs on China after they issue 34% retaliatory tariffs amid worst Asian stock drop in decades. Well, that's what happens when you mess around and find out. China is in no position to try to deal with us how they perceive dealing is. They're holding no cards. We're their number one consumer. And it would be rad if we didn't consume anything from them, because I don't like the Chinese. I don't like what they stand for, and they're brutal. Absolutely brutal to human beings and everything else in the world. They hate everything. They're the dragon. If you read Revelation, the book of Revelation, the dragon, that's who they are. So, is this gonna work out? I don't know. Is it gonna cause war? Probably not. China can't stand a chance against the United States military, and I think they know that. But what I am kind of concerned about is if this gets deep enough, other things might be triggered, like our power grid. Other things could happen to where they could assume control over parts of this country and parts of our government. They can't beat us militarily, so they, like I was saying in my generator video, they have other ways of manipulating the United States. And unfortunately, they build our transformers that we use in a bunch of different areas of our country in our power grid. And that's how warfare has been adapted, is now it's cyber warfare, it's grid warfare, economic warfare. It's all these different warfares that, it's not soldiers in the field with AR-15s or M4s. Now it's guys behind a computer with a keypad doing things. So overall, I wouldn't worry about anything, you guys. There's really nothing to worry about. Tomorrow will worry about itself. What you need to focus on is, like I was saying yesterday, be your own economy. Do what you can to get some gold and silver. Preserve your purchasing power through precious metals. If you're into crypto, you're into crypto, whatever. It's very, very volatile, just like the stock market is right now. I'm really not happy with crypto. You hear all these promises from all these YouTubers, and they have these clickbait things that you click, and it's like XRP 1 million X or some crap like that, and they're always trying to predict the future. They know absolutely nothing. They're just trying to get more subs, and they're not giving you the cold hard truth. Is that crypto is extremely volatile, and you're lucky to be able to make some money on it. Now people do, they trade it and they make cash, but that's all they do. And until this crypto market becomes more stable, you're gonna see these wild swings up and down, man. That's just the way it is. Anyways, I hope you guys aren't too crazy bored. I just wanted to go over a couple things real fast. And yeah, man, that's kind of about it for me. I'm kind of just smoked from all this stuff. The family sucks. My problems, dude, I'll just tell you straight out. Family, when you really start to understand who people are after living with them, you really start to figure out that why things are the way that they are. Dude, I don't know, man. It's kind of I know I'm getting a little bit personal, but whatever. It's kind of like therapeutic to do this, because you're actually talking about it. And I talked to Tatiana a lot about it. She knows me inside and out. But your family, especially if it's one of your parents, you can't, it's like, it's almost like a facade, man. It's like this fake thing where you wonder why they are the way they are, and you have to really analyze and study them. And you know what? I have. And I've come to this crazy conclusion with one of my family members that they just don't have a heart. They just don't have a heart, man. And I was doing a study yesterday on cold-hearted people, and this family member carries a lot of the traits of a cold-hearted person, and it makes you start to question, like, who is this person? Who is it? And I don't know if you guys have family members like that in your family. Leave it in the comments, man. I'd love to hear it. I kind of want to, I want to know that I'm not alone. But it's honestly a massive disappointment, and it makes you angry. It pisses you off, and you don't want to talk to them. You know, and so when I was growing up, you know, I wasn't taught confidence. I wasn't taught how to be a man. I wasn't taught anything other than I get punished when I don't do something right, but I didn't know what was right or what was wrong. And so when you're not taught how to be a man, and you're not really taught the Christian values when you're being raised, I mean, there's so many things that, I mean, being a parent is a big, big deal. When you're not taught these things, and then they turn around and blame you as the child when you know nothing and weren't taught anything, you know, it hurts and it sucks. It really does, man. And I don't know if you guys have been through some similar things, but you know, I'm kind of going through it right now. And I'm leaving it to God. I can't deal with it, and I won't deal with it. I've tried to express some things, and you know, it falls on deaf ears, and there's no regret, there's no remorse, there's no I would have done things different, there's no apology, there's absolutely nothing but cold-hearted stares is what it is. And I'm over it. And I've let the person go, and God can deal with them. I can't. I don't have the power to do it, and I don't want the power to do it. It's too heavy for me. And that's why Christ did what he did, is, you know, he took it all. And so I'm not going to sit here and try to fix somebody. I have to be accountable for my own sins. I have to be accountable for the way that I think and the way that I operate in this world. And I do not want to be anywhere like this person in my life. I mean, I'm sorry. If they're going to watch this, then you know what? Maybe it's a wake-up call to change your life a little bit. You know, because listen, we all make mistakes, but it's about owning the mistakes. And if you hurt somebody in your life, you say sorry. Suck up your stupid pride and say you're sorry and apologize, and you better be sincere, because the person will know. They'll know if you're sincere or not. And you know what? I don't get that. There's no sincerity, there's no apology, there's no regret, remorse, there's nothing. It's like, it's the craziest crap I've ever seen, man. And I don't get it. If you guys are dealing with something similar, dude, please leave it in the comments, man. Listen, I need your prayers, and I pray for you guys. Life is tough, and it's gonna get a lot tougher, you guys. Inflation ain't going anywhere. These problems that we have in our country, they're not gonna go anywhere. Just look at the dollar value, dude. Just look. I looked at rents again today, and they're going up. So the cost of living is increasing still. There's no reprieve in sight. There's not, man. There's not. It's because your purchasing power is going down, and we need help. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I hope I didn't bore you to death. Please leave it in the comments, man. I need to hear it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you can. I'd really appreciate it. You know, I didn't mean to get personal, but a lot of you guys on here, you've left some comments, and you know, it seems like you guys don't really mind when I get into this kind of stuff. I know I was kind of going back and forth with news and, you know, economy and stuff like that, and then I got a little bit personal. So, You know, it is what it is. So I'll be talking with you guys. You guys have a good day, and go crush it. I'm going to go get my 14 miles in and send it. So you guys, I love all you guys. You know, just pray to the Lord. If you're struggling with love, pray to the Lord that he has mercy on your soul, and tell him that you are a sinner. And Lord, I pray to love harder. I pray to love more. I pray to love how you love. And I pray to forgive my enemies and forgive my family members and have mercy on them as he had mercy on us. So, you know, that's the prayer I leave with you guys. Take care of yourselves, really. Open up the scripture and start reading. It's really, really important. Now, if Tatiana and I are reading the book of Job right now, and that's the book of perseverance. And if you think you're going through a hard time, if I think I'm going through a hard time, open up the book of Job and find out what happens to that guy. Satan and Jesus have a wager on this guy. Jesus has so much faith in Job because Job has so much faith in God that he knows Satan can't sway him at all. And he can't, and he never did. And that's the beautiful thing about that book, man. Absolutely incredible. So the book of perseverance, the book of Job, the book of repentance is Ecclesiastes. And that's a good book too. Those are both Old Testament books, both excellent books, and I can't wait to read some more of it later. I've taken too much of your time, you guys. I'm out of here. Please like, share, subscribe. Share the video, man, please. I want to hear what's going on in other people's economy, not just the people who follow this channel daily. I want to hear from everybody else. Just send it. I'm out of here. Later.